First things first, I want to show you guys my nails because I did them like a week ago actually now. I'm actually about to take them off, but these are my favorite nails that I've ever done on myself. Also, my outfit just looks so cute today. Cheetah with my little fruit necklace. I think it has strawberries. There's a strawberry, cherries, and then what is this? Like, I can't see it. Like a pear or something maybe? I don't know. Don't ask me. I just bought it. That's it. And then I also have my cherry earrings on. And then my little butterfly earrings. And I look like a little pixie today. Okay, here are my nails. I just have a thing for strawberries at the moment. Welcome back, guys. So today we are going to be doing a speed build of this really beautiful vacation home that I made in Sulani. I actually just got the Island Living expansion pack, so I just figured I haven't built anything in a while, so I did that. It's very much like rich people rent out their vacation home kind of vibe, so I'm glad that you guys are here. Let's get into it. So these doors you'll hear about in a little bit. But I know they're nothing special, they're literally just front doors, but they took me forever to figure out which doors I wanted to use. I think you can see me doing it like 3 or 4 times, and I think in actuality, in like real life, I think I did the doors like 10 times, because I could not for the life of me figure out what I wanted to do for that. But I got the shell down pretty quickly. I really honestly wasn't expecting to get it down so quickly because that's always the hardest part for me is doing the shell. The decorating and everything for the most part is where I thrive at. Like here you could see this is the first door I threw down, and then I'm trying like a bunch of different ones. I sat with that one for a while, still didn't like it. I went back to it like 3 or 4 times. If there's anything about me as a builder, it's that I will be jumping from like place to place with it for sure. I cannot for the life of me work on one thing, finish it, and then work on something else. And that's true in my real life too. I do that with like most things in my real life. So I guess that, I don't know, I guess it just makes sense that it manifests in my sim builds. But yeah, here I am again, changing out the doors. I wanted it to look islandy and like it belonged there, you know what I mean? Because like, yeah, these are like fancy rich people who live here and they rent out this place to other people who come on vacation and stuff. But I want it to look like it fits in the world too, you know what I mean? I would say that arguably one of my favorite parts about doing this build was this section that I'm doing right here. This is gonna turn out to be like an outdoor indoor kind of bar situation, and it's really cute. It gives like tiki bar vibes and I love it. First of all, I hate using the word vibes, but there's like no other word for it, you know. It gives a tiki bar feel, which still feels like I'm just trying to avoid the word vibes, which I am, but you know. And then here are the stairs. I cut out quite a lot of footage of me doing these stairs because I had a vision in my mind of how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be very like grand staircase, and like I wanted it to feel, if you've ever seen the movie Cheaper by the Dozen 2, I wanted it to feel like Jimmy Murtaugh's house, like his lake house, very like grand and camp kind of. So the stairs are, I feel like, a good place that I could incorporate that. So I really wanted to have like this double staircase leading up to the top, and it actually worked out really beautifully downstairs and upstairs. I love the way it looks when I start to decorate the upstairs because there's like a little seating area. I won't spoil it, but it's so gorgeous and beautiful, and I really love the way that it came out. Now I'm just working on the kitchen. And again, the kitchen is something that just like came together for me. Usually I find myself with builds getting stuck on an aesthetic and like not being able to make it work enough to my liking. But for this house, it really just felt like everything kind of flowed and like went right together for me, which I love. Like, yeah, I love that feeling. It feels like I'm so good at this. But yeah, I love the wallpaper that I chose and the way that I had it laid out and everything. I was going for not only like rich people rental house, but I really wanted it to feel like an Airbnb. Not that I've ever been to an Airbnb. I literally have never been to one or stayed in one, but I I don't know, you see stuff from like TikTok and like watching other people on YouTube and like from other people's experiences and stuff. And to me, this gave off very much that. When I go through the house and I do like a slow tour and everything, I feel like it really gives off the feel, so we could see it then. Here I'm just putting a bunch of debug items up because I think in every build debug makes all of the difference in the world to make everything look a lot more real and a lot more thought about, you know? It just looks like I put time and thought into everything that I placed, which I do, but not as much as it looks like I did. So this also gave me some grief. I really didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I actually cut out a lot of footage for this part because I could not figure out what I wanted to put there, but I wanted to have some like islandy, like touristy stuff to look at, like an Airbnb would have, I think. This was one of those times where I was like, oh no, I'm probably gonna have to stop and take a break because I don't think it's gonna come out the way that I want it to. And then again, all of a sudden it just kind of came together. And I really like the way that it turned out with this one too. Everything, like the devil's in the detail for me, for sure. I love doing builds that require, not like backstory per se, but something like that. I can't think of a different word for it, but something close to that. So once I get to placing the table, I decided to place down from Get Together that some of the debug items, like the little Scrabble tiles. What are they called? Symbols. The symbols tiles right there you can see, and then I put like the box and the little trays, like they were left out after somebody was playing with them. And then I also put a drink tray that comes up empty after you use it on debug. I put it on there so it looked like they were all having a night of drinks and like they were playing some symbols and stuff. I just thought that was cute. Oh yeah, I'm just adding some finishing touches to the kitchen. It's funny because I usually start in the kitchen for most of my builds, and it's very odd, and I didn't think about it until right now, but it's very odd that I didn't start in the kitchen for this one, because usually that's when I feel the best. Whenever I start in the kitchen, everything else just kind of comes together after that for me, which I'm not sure why. I feel like you would think it would be more of like the living room for that, because the living room kind of sets the tone for the rest of the house, but for me it's the kitchen for some reason. I don't know. Okay, now we're getting to my favorite part. I actually put 2 bars in this house because it's vacation. Like, whatever. They both really give me the exact feel that I was going for. There's literally nothing better for me than doing a Sims build and having it come out like with the feeling that I wanted it to like ignite when you look at it or like when you play in it. Like, it's all about the lighting and like just the ambience of everything, and I think I got this so right for what I was feeling. It just gives like island and vacation and just like relaxation, and I just like the tiki lighting and just the way the bar looks and everything. It's so exactly the feel that I was trying to give off with it, so I'm very happy with it. Now we're actually starting to work on the master bedroom. Originally I was only gonna put 1 bedroom in this house just because I didn't leave much room for myself for a floor plan upstairs with the staircase, which I was totally fine with, but I did end up adding another bedroom for like people, for like Sims if they have kids or something. But this is the master bedroom and bath. It's really honestly nothing crazy. I was still trying to, I remember when I was doing the bathroom and the bedroom, I was still very much trying to stick to that like Airbnb feel, if that makes sense. Very like Airbnb kind of hotel, and you can kind of see like the hotel creep its way in there when I start to do like the bedroom part. But yeah, I wanted it to just be like very, when I think of Airbnb I think of like hotel but homier, because it is somebody's home usually, so it's like I wanted it to be like very functional, but like I wanted the owners to like leave cute little like toiletries out and stuff like that, and like but like have them have fresh white towels that are folded all nicely like you have at a hotel and stuff. So I think I incorporated okay I think I incorporated that pretty well. I couldn't figure out what to do with this empty space. I'm glad I ended up doing the shelving though, because that's when I thought of the towel idea, and I was like, oh, it's like a hotel. I love it. That feels right. you know? Because if I'm gonna go to a hotel or an Airbnb, I don't want people's personal things everywhere, but if they leave stuff for me to use there, like the soaps and the basket of little soaps and lotions and stuff like that, then that's fine. But I don't want to have to like be around other people's personal stuff, so I tried to make it look like stuff that the renters would use. You know what I'm saying? And then again, this room was just one of those ones that I was just throwing stuff on and it worked. I really didn't have to change it much. It's just like whatever I threw in there, I liked, which again is very rare for me. Usually I get burnt out on like interior decorating in The Sims for sure. I'm more of like a storyteller, if that makes sense. I know I said that, but I'm more of like making sets is my thing that I like to do rather than making like interior decorative rooms, you know. But this one again, it came out, I really like it. It came out really nice. I threw a mini fridge in there because, you know, like that's like would have in a hotel. I also wanted to try to fit a microwave, but I was like, they have a kitchen downstairs, so I feel like it's not needed. And I did really want a TV right there where I just put those 3 pictures, but it just felt like it threw off the vibe for me. So I ended up doing those pictures, but while I was editing this, I was like, oh, I should have put a mirror there. That would have been really pretty. I think a mirror would work better. There's very little footage of me doing this bedroom just because truly I didn't really care about it, to be honest with you. I just wanted more beds in there. So it's very bare bones. It's just 2 little beds and then a dresser. It's custom content, which I thought was just cool and interesting to look at. I'm not sure what the purpose of this pillow was. Realism, I guess. And then I actually did forget to go into that bathroom when I did the slow tour at the end, so I'm sorry about that. But it's really just a bathroom. It's pretty much just a copy of the master bathroom, just smaller. Okay, again, another one of my favorite parts of the build was this right here, the seating area, and you can see I changed the lighting right there. It looks so good at this time. I tried to get it to be this time of day when I did the tour, but the lighting just didn't hit the same as it did in Build and Buy for some reason, so it's kind of close, but not exactly, but it looked beautiful when I was doing this build right here. I was in love with it. I was like, this is the feeling that I wanted this place to evoke, so I'm very happy about that. I do end up changing that plant out, which is nice because it's kind of an eyesore compared to everything else in the house. I'm very impressed with myself that I remembered to stock the fish tanks before I did the slow tour. Okay, and now I'm just adding like finishing touches on the house. Felt like I needed a plant in there, you know, other than those 2 ones that are already over there. And then I had to end up finding those in the debug catalog. So I was like, oh, I'll just use those instead. This is the second bar, which again, it really gives off the feeling that I really wanted it to give, just like the other one, but this one's just like a little mini bar. I was originally planning on having like the other bar in the house and near this window so that they could like hand off drinks to the people outside, if that makes sense, which I thought was cute, but I really liked the way that it all came together with the tiki bar in the back, and so I was like, I'm not moving that. But I didn't want to move this one either, and I'm glad I didn't because it's really cute. Like it looks so cozy and comfy, and I love it. So here's me changing out the door for like the last time finally. I ended up going with 2 of one of the island living doors, and I just changed the color. So finally got that down. Still not even sure that I love it. I wish I had windows on it, but I was fed up with doing the doors on that for real. And then I'm just doing this little cabana, is that what it's called? Canopy? I don't know. Anyway, this is the final build. I hope you guys like it. I really like it. If you like it, you could go get it on the gallery. It's just under Vacation Beach Home, and it's under my gallery name, which is Zawetria, just like on my Twitch and on my Instagram. If you guys want to go follow me there as well. But yeah, this is what she looks like. I think it's like perfect. I built this just in like a day, like not 24 hours, but 5 hours I would say I put into this. Oh no. They're not happy with me. Yeah, I put like 5 hours into this build all in all, and that's pretty good for a build for me, honestly, especially one of this size, and like especially in a pack that I've never used before. I was pretty impressed with myself, but it came out so perfectly, and I'm in love with it. Oh, and I love the little, like, I don't even know what you call those, the glass floors. I think that's such a cool thing. I didn't even know that those existed in the game, but I was like, hell yeah. And so I put those on there. And then here's a cute little view of the kitchen. Again, it's giving Airbnb, and I love it. I think everything just fits exactly how I wanted it to. Look at that scenery. That's gorgeous. And so is that. Oh, I think it is my favorite part of the build is the tiki bar. I am so bad at using this camera, and you can see I figure it out and figure out how to do it correctly once I'm showing you like the little seating area at the top of the stairs, and after that everything's so much more smooth. Like imagine waking up and looking outside and you're just on the water. That's right there when I figured it out. I was like, oh, I got it now. So it's not so choppy now. I say as it's really choppy. The little fishies. It's so pretty. It just like gives Airbnb, and I'm so impressed with myself for that because that's exactly what I was going for, as I said a million times in this video already. I love looking out the window right here and seeing the lattice and like seeing the bar down below. I think that's so pretty. I think that's such a cool thing. Alright you guys, well I think that is the end of the slow tour and the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for being with me here today and watching my video, and if you could like and subscribe I would appreciate it so much. I don't post that often here on YouTube, just kind of whenever I feel inspired, but I do stream on Twitch on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. My times are on my Twitch page. If you want to go, you can look at it there, and I also have it posted on my Instagram. But again, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.